Hello, traders. FX Pip Collector here. Today is Saturday, March 16th, and I'm going to run through all the pairs on this list real quick. I'm going to take a look at all of them and see what it is that I'm looking for the week to come. And just to be aware that every single morning for the London live stream, I do look at every one of these pairs on the list, and I do a New York live stream on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday for my members. If you are interested in becoming a member of mine, then you can join on the website. My website is https://fxpipcollector.com. The link for that is in the description also. And I am, because I just launched this website last week, I am offering my membership at the very low price of $30 a month. So if anybody's interested in that, the link for that is in the description of this video. And also, you really do have to be aware that there is a lot of news coming out in the week to come. We got interest rate news for many, many places. We got Japan interest rate news. We got Canadian CPI. We got Aussie interest rate news. We got the dollar FOMC, federal funds rate, coming out on Wednesday. We also have a ton of PMI news. We have a lot of news coming out next week. Next week is going to be a very, very, very active week. And a lot of these news events right here, I do live stream at the time of these news events for my members. Like I said, I do a live stream every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 7:30 a.m. UK time, lasting about 90 minutes, where we look for entries and we do the full top down analysis. And for New York sessions, I do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. This one's about 2 hours long, and we look for live trades during these sessions. Like I said, we do trade during these sessions together. With the $30 membership, you get access to all the live trading sessions. You get access to my trading course, which is located here on my website. You get access to all my Discord information. I have a ton of educational information on Discord, a bunch of private channels for only the members, and I do share all my swing trades with everybody at the time that I enter. When I enter a swing trade, I tell the group that I'm entering them. I tell the group where my stop loss is. As far as take profits go, I don't really use take profits because I'm not really a big fan of limiting how much money I can make on a trade. So like I said, if you're interested in that, the link for that is in the chats, in the description of this video. So let's start off at Bitcoin. We'll work our way up the list. We're just going to do a quick run through and things that I'm looking for in the week to come. So Bitcoin, Bitcoin has possibly ended a wave three, but we really don't have a lower high. We really don't even have a breaker structure to the upside. So there's always a chance that this is just a little subdivision of a wave three, and there's definitely a chance that it might just keep on going up. If the wave three is over, then it's very likely to go down to a Fibonacci retracement of the wave three. So one of these couple Fibonacci levels is a very likely area to see this pullback end. Going down to the 1 hour time frame, I would like to see at least three waves down, so I would like to see at least something like this. And like I said, maybe the 38% would be a pretty likely area for this to end in ABC correction. Maybe this is a wave four, maybe it's a subdivision of a much larger trend. Either way, there might be a couple sorting opportunities for people that trade on shorter time frames, but I think the real money is still to be made looking for longs at the end of ABC corrections on the shorter time frames. The S&P 500 I also think is in a wave 3. I think this is a 1. I think this is a 2. I still think this is a wave 3. We're not even to the 138% Fibonacci extension. No breaker structure. No Fibonacci bounce. Really, a wave 3 should go up to the 161.8, which is actually up here a little bit further. So I still think we're in a wave 3, and I still don't even see any reason to think this wave 3 is over. Going down to the shorter time frames, put your Fibonacci on there. Look for 1, 2, 3 waves down, which we may already be in that wave C. Look for a Fibonacci bounce. Look for a nice impulsive engulfing move to the upside to go long for the continuation of the uptrend. Natural gas is another one that I do analyze every day for my members. I actually think we're most likely in a wave 5 on natural gas. If you go down to a little bit of a shorter time frame, it kind of looks like we are in a wave 5 of wave 5. I still expect that it's more likely to go down to this 38.2 Fibonacci extension. Kind of looks to me like we might be in a wave 5 of wave 5. I still think there's going to be some more shorts, and I'm definitely still looking for shorts on these shorter time frames. Oil may possibly be getting close to making a nice turn. Now we are approaching this 50% level, which I've been saying for quite some time may be where this wave E ends. This wave E does not have to end at this fib level. It possibly could go up to one of these higher fib levels, but it has now taken out the high of wave 4, just like a correction to a trend should. it would make a lot of sense for me for this to touch the 50%, make like a double top, and then possibly end the correction and make a big move to the downside. So we are definitely going to be looking for evidence of this end of a wave E on shorter time frames. And when the wave E is over, I definitely think that we will be able to recognize it, especially if you are in the members group during the live stream. You should be able to, we should be able to recognize it together, and I definitely will let everybody know when it's over. So as far as silver goes, I mean, silver is very correlated with gold. I personally think it's a 1, a 2. I think on the very, very high time frames, this may be a wave C, but I think we're just in the very, very early stages of a wave 3. Like I was saying about Bitcoin, wave 3 should go to the 161.8, and we're only at the 61.8. So basically, that tells me that this thing is most likely got a lots and lots of upside potential, which is great news for us because anytime it makes a pullback, we can look for longs, especially on like the 1 hour, 2 hour range for the continuation of what I think is most likely a big wave 3. So definitely looking for pullback entries on shorter time frames. So I also believe that gold is in a wave 3 too, and we're at the 61.8% Fibonacci extension on gold also. My target on gold is actually all the way up at about the 2550 area to finish off this wave 3. Now we definitely are pulling back, as you can see, which is actually great news for us. You know, we haven't even really broken structure yet, and we haven't really confirmed that we're in a big move to the downside. It looks like it should be a wave 3, it looks like it should be a wave 4 and a wave 5, but if this really is a wave 3, which I'm calling it a wave 3 of 3 on the much, much longer time frames, then this potentially might just bounce off one of these two fib levels, make a breaker structure to the upside, like this, or possibly like this, and just keep on continuing the uptrend. So there probably is a little bit of money to be made on these shorts on the very short time frames, but I definitely think that the big money is going to be getting long at the end of a correction for the continuation of the uptrend. So the Kiwi Swiss, I think the Kiwi Swiss is actually very likely ended an ABC correction a couple weeks ago. It definitely looks like an end of an ABC of 4. If that's true, then that means this is a 1. That means this is a 2. That means we're probably heading down to at least the 161. And I say at least because most likely it will take out these lows. And if that's true, then probably it will go beyond the 161, maybe more likely down to like the 2, 2, 3 area to finish what I think would be a 3, a 4, and a wave 5. So definitely looking for pullback entries to go short on shorter time frames. Kiwi CAD. I think the Kiwi CAD is very similar in a way, but I actually think this 5-wave uptrend right here is a wave 1. I think this is very clearly 5 waves down. A. Very clearly 3 waves up. B. I think this is likely to be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of C. Now it could go all the way down to this fib level, but I kind of have a hard time believing it will go that far, but it definitely could. I mean, I think it will at least take out the low wave A, probably a big wave 2, and then eventually continue up for a wave 3. So, with that information in mind, definitely looking for shorts on shorter time frames. Going down to the shorter time frames, I definitely want to see a proper pullback. I definitely want to see 3 waves up and pulse it down to go short for the continuation of the downtrend. The CAD Swiss has been very, very sideways lately. I actually think we might be making some sort of a complex looking correction, like 3 waves up, 1, 2, 3 waves down, and then maybe end up continuing back up like that. Very, very sideways. Usually when something is very sideways like that, I actually kind of leave it alone. But if you go down to the shorter time frames and zoom out a little bit, it does kind of look like this is possibly ending an ABC of B right at the 78.6. If that is true, then this probably is going to go down and take out these lows, possibly for a wave C. Or maybe this is even a 1, 2, 3, and maybe it'll just keep on going down in a wave 3. So that may give you some really good sorting opportunities for the continuation of the downtrend. Aussie Kiwi has been an amazing trade that I've been holding on to for at least a week now. Very, very nice. I actually think we're looking at a triple zigzag, which you don't see triple zigzags very often. I think this is a nice impulsive move up, wave A. 1, 2, 3 down, X. 1, 2, 3 down, X. 1, 2, 3 down. It really, really looks like a triple zigzag, and like I said, that is definitely something you don't see every day. I think it's a triple zigzag wave B, and I think we are very likely probably going up to either the 78.6 or possibly the 100% Fibonacci extension to make a wave C. So I think this is possibly going to be a really good opportunity, which we've been doing all week. Me and the members group, we got in here and we got in here last week. Two very, very profitable trades, which I'm still holding on to. And both of these trades I did share with all of my members at the time of the entry with my stop loss. No take profits because, like I said, I do not like to limit my take profit. But these are two trades that I took with the group this week. Like I said, if anybody is interested in that, the link will be in the chats. But this is my website right here. $30 a month will get you full access to everything, including the private channels on Discord and all the swing trade setups that I do. Now, the Aussie Swiss. The Aussie Swiss does look like it is trying to go down and break structure, but it has not done so yet, and I am kind of still bullish. If it goes down and breaks structure, that may be a different story. I may start looking for longs at that point, but I still think this is more likely to go up to one of these two fib levels to make an ABC correction. I think this is an A. I think this is an ABC, a B. I think it's more likely it's going to go up and end up looking something like that. And the fact that it's going down right now is actually really good news for us. And I have this labeled as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but I was actually thinking it could even end up being an A, B, and a C, which means it might just go down, break structure, and then go up and break that structure and continue the uptrend to form that pattern like I was showing on the daily time frame. So, taking it up to the Aussie CAD. Aussie CAD is kind of tricky because if the Aussie CAD is going to go up, then the Kiwi Swiss CAD is going to go up, that is too. The Aussie CAD and the Kiwi CAD are going to be doing very, very similar things. So if the Kiwi CAD really is going to continue down, then this is really going to continue down also, which I guess would make sense because this is 5 waves down. This is more 3 waves up. And this probably is going to make 5 waves down for a wave C, and this would be like a 1, and this would be a big wave 2, basically just like what we showed on the Kiwi CAD. So, keeping that information in mind, I'm definitely looking for shorts on shorter time frames. I actually personally think the pound Kiwi is in a wave 3. To me, it looks like this thing has lots and lots of upside potential. Now, it may be a wave 5, like this is a 3, this is a ABC of 4, and then this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of wave 5. Either way, definitely I think there's going to be some really good long opportunities on shorter time frames. And if the pound Kiwi is going up, then the pound Aussie is also going to go up. So I definitely am looking at this as an uptrend also. I am definitely looking for longs on shorter time frames at the end of 3-way pullbacks for sure. I'm still long the pound Swiss. This is another trade that I did share with my members on Discord, all of my premium members. Anybody that joins my website does get access to all my swing trades. So I am still long on the pound Swiss. And I don't really think there's any reason to get out. I personally think this is a 1, 2, 3, and I personally think that, yeah, maybe it is going to go down a little bit on shorter time frames, but I am very, very bullish. And honestly, I'm not even convinced it is going to go down. Maybe this is an ABC, but this right here to me is looking more like an ABC, and it's looking more to me like it might just keep on trending up. Like I said, I am already long. This is another trade that we took last week in the members group. Another really good entry, another really good profitable trade. Pound CAD is another one that I've been holding on to. I'm definitely long on this. I think that this is another wave 3. And if that is a wave 3, then this also has a lot of upside potential. The pound CAD is another trade that I did share with the group. I actually am still in this trade. The entry for me was actually right here, and my stop loss is below the low, so definitely not a very profitable trade yet. But if this really is a wave 3, then this is definitely going to be a profitable trade, and it most likely will continue the uptrend. So that is another trade that I did share with my members group this last week. Like I said, I do share all my swing trades with the members in my group. So basically, if the pound Aussie and the pound Kiwi are going to go up, then the Euro Aussie and the Euro Kiwi, I believe, are going up also. Most likely in a wave 3. 1, 2, 3. I think this thing is going to go up and take out these highs, which is great news for us because that should give us some very, very nice long opportunities on shorter time frames. I definitely wouldn't try to go long now, but if it made a 3-way pullback, if it made an impulsive move up, I would for sure take that as a nice long opportunity. Same thing on the Kiwi. Euro Aussie, Euro Kiwi, pound Aussie, pound Kiwi should be doing very, very similar things. Most likely a 1. I actually think this is almost like a running flat because it is kind of 3 waves down, 3 waves up, and then 5 waves down. Probably a running flat. Higher high wave B, higher high wave C. Definitely fits the characteristics of a running flat to me. Most likely a wave 2. Most likely this is going up for a wave 3. So definitely looking for longs on shorter time frames. The euro pound is at a very critical point for me right now. What I'm doing is I'm waiting to see if it breaks structure to the upside. If it does break this structure, then that will be a wave C. And if this really is a wave C, then this thing has got a ton and tons and tons of upside potential, most likely taking out both of these swings highs. But since we do not have a break of structure yet, we don't know that this is a wave C, which is why I have a wave 3 here with a question mark on it. Because if this really does make a very significant lower high, it very easily might just keep on trending down. So I'm watching to see if there's a break of structure. If there is, I will definitely start looking for longs. If there's not, then I will definitely continue to look for shorts in a downtrend. Euro Swiss is another one. Really, I still think all the Swiss pairs are in a wave 3. Now, if it does go down and break structure, that will definitely change my analysis. I'll have no problem looking for shorts. But if this is a wave 3, then this also might have a little more upside potential, especially looking at all the Swiss pairs. So for now, I am definitely looking for longs. But I am being a little bit on the cautious side because, I mean, if this is a wave, if this is like a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5, then maybe we do have a little bit more upside potential to touch a fib level, but then it might go down, it might break structure, which, like I said, will turn me into a seller on the longer time frames if that does happen. The EuroCAD is another trade that I've been in all week. This is another trade that I shared with all my members in the group, all my premium members, that anybody that signs up on my website does get access to all my trades. It's definitely not a trade signal service. What it is when I enter a trade, I just let people know and I let people know where my stop loss is. This is definitely not a trade signal service, though. So, anyways, I'm still bullish. I actually think this is still a big 1, 2, 3 pattern, big ABC of 2. Now, at some point, we probably are going to make a bigger correction because this should make a subdivision 1, a subdivision 2, and then go up for a subdivision 3. But no bigger structure, no significant lower high, no Fibonacci bounce. Definitely looking for longs on shorter time frames. Now, as far as the yen pairs go, I mean, the yen pairs have basically been in an uptrend for about 4 years now, so I do think there is still a chance that it might possibly go down a little bit. Some of the yen pairs definitely kind of lead you to believe that, but also a lot of the yen pairs lead you to believe that the trend is still up. So I am definitely looking at this as possibly an A, possibly a B, possibly a C, and a Fibonacci bounce may signify that this is just going to keep on trending up. If you look at my full top down analysis I do on the euro pound and the euro yen and the pound yen, I believe this is a big wave 3 on the weekly and the monthly time frames, and I definitely don't see any reason to think it's over. But we do have to be a little cautious on these yen pairs. On the shorter time frames, I do have my Fibonacci retracement on this move down because if this does bounce off one of these fib levels, it possibly could go down in a big way. But it looks like an end of an ABC correction until proven otherwise, which I think we'll definitely be able to recognize it if it does want to continue the downtrend. Until proven otherwise, I'm basically looking for longs on all these yen pairs. I pretty much treat all the yen pairs the same because they are extremely correlated. I don't think I would be looking for longs on the Kiwi yen or the Aussie yen because those are both very weak currencies as of right now. So for the Aussie yen and the Kiwi yen, I would probably be more likely to be looking for shorts. But all the rest of the yen pairs, I am definitely looking for longs. The pound yen looks like 1, 2, 3 ways down. Nice Fibonacci bounce. Looks like it's continuing the uptrend. The euro yen, same type of thing. Looks like 1, 2, 3 waves down. Nice Fibonacci bounce. Looks like it is continuing the uptrend. So I'm very I'm very bearish on the yen, but I'm very bullish on the yen pairs. But we do on Tuesday evening or Monday evening, depending on where you live. We do have interest rate for the JPY, and a lot of people are saying that they're actually going to raise the interest rate out of negative rates finally. So that may be quite a shock to the yen pairs, and that may produce a very big move. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. The dollar yen is pretty much the same thing. I definitely consider the dollar yen more of a yen pair than a dollar pair. I think it correlates way more with the yen than it does the dollar. I think it's A, I think it's B, I think this is a C, 38%. So obviously it depends on the US dollar analysis too, because I still think there's a good chance the dollar could go down again. But we'll see. I mean, this looks like the end of an ABC correction, and this may just keep on trending up. So switching over to here, because I have my US dollar here. Now we are in kind of a critical stage in the dollar right now because this could be an ABC right here on the daily. And if it is an ABC, then this is very likely to just keep on trending up, take out these highs, and then maybe in a month or more, maybe during the summer or something, it will end an ABC correction and continue down. Now, looking at a lot of the dollar pairs, I still think there's a chance that this may actually move up, may actually be a correction to this move down. I am still looking at this move up as possibly going down. I still think there's a very likely possibility this is a 1, this is a 2, and we're already in that wave 3. But like I said, we have to be careful. This might be already going up for that wave C. So, taking it back to the dollar pairs, because that is extremely important that you understand what the dollar is doing when you're trying to trade the dollar pairs. So, like I said, we're at kind of a critical point. If the dollar really does continue up, then this is going to continue up also. But I feel like there's a pretty good chance this move could make a lower high, and just keep on going down. It looks like a downtrend. It looks like a wave 2. It looks like it should go down for a wave 3. We have interest rate for the US dollar this week also, so I think by the end of the week, we definitely should know one way or the other whether we're really going down in that wave 3 or not. So taking it down to the 1 hour time frame, I definitely do have my Fibonacci. And I definitely am looking for either a break of structure to the downside, a Fibonacci bounce, or a significant lower high, maybe something like this, to go short. I still think there's a good likelihood this is a 1, 2, 3. If you trade on the 1 hour time frame and below, you probably should still be looking for longs. I'm actually still trying to go short, and I'm still looking for a short to see if this really will continue the downtrend. So really, all the dollar pairs are basically the same story for me. I mean, if the dollar is going to go up, then this is going to go up also. If the dollar is not going up, then this is not going up. I still think this looks like an A. I still think this looks like a B. I still think we possibly already have a wave C. I think this is a 1, a 2. I still think this is possibly going to make a lower high and just keep on going down for a wave 3. Like I said, we do have interest rate news coming out this week. I actually am still short on some of these. And these are also trades that I did share with the members group. But I am still short on some of these. My stop loss is up above the highs. I still expect that there's a very good likelihood that this is going to go down, and that this is actually an A, this is actually a B, and this is actually a wave C. And that would make this a 1, that would make this a 2, and then make it go down for a wave 3. So like I said, we're at a very critical point on the dollar pairs. They're pretty much all doing the same thing. The Kiwi obviously looks very different because the Kiwi is still very weak. I'm looking to see if it bounces off this fib level again. If it does, then maybe I would go long, but I don't think I would be interested in longing the Kiwi, any of the Kiwi pairs, unless the Kiwi had a significant news event that made it become strong again. But honestly, if all the other dollar pairs go up, then this one should go up too. But if I was looking for shorts, I think the Kiwi dollar would probably be the best one out of all the pairs to be looking for shorts on. The the Aussie dollar, I personally think it's a 1. I personally think it's a 2, and I still think that this is likely to make a higher low and just keep on going up for a wave 3. But it all depends on the dollar. If the dollar keeps going up, then this is going to keep going down. Taking it down to the 1 hour time frame, I got my Fibonacci retracement on there. To me, it really does look like an ABC correction, and if it is an ABC correction, then it's very likely to go up, break structure, proving that this really is a 1, a 2, and then it goes up for a big wave 3. If I never see that structure break to the upside, then I will never go long, and I'll just continue to look for shorts on the very short time frames. And the pound dollar. To me, the pound dollar and the euro dollar really do look like they want to go up. Now, I do have a Fibonacci retracement on here, and we do have a little bit of almost a 78% bounce, but I still think this move down is likely to be a correction to this move up. I still think that this is actually a 1 up here. This is actually a 2, and I still think this is very, very likely to go up for a wave 3. So overall, I am definitely still very bullish. I am definitely still looking at these sort of time frames as possibly being an ABC correction. They sure do look like an ABC. This looks like an A. This looks like a B. It looks like a C. We're not really at a fib level, so who knows? Maybe it will drift down a little bit more. But if we do get that break of structure to the upside, proving that the trend for the wave C is over, I will definitely take that as a long, and that most likely will signify that we really are in a wave 3. Euro dollar, basically same story. I still think that this is going up. I still think that we have the end of an expanding flat wave 2. I think this is a 1. I think this is a 2. I still personally think that this is going to go up for a wave 3, but if the dollar goes up, then that's definitely going to prove me wrong on this. But until proven wrong, I am definitely still looking at this move down as a correction to the move up. I got my Fibonacci retracement on there. To me, this looks like a very overlapping five-wave pattern. I think it's a wave A, could be a wave 1. This is very, very clearly 3 waves up. I think it's a wave B. I personally think that it might have already ended a correction. It's very close to the 61.8. It kind of did end break structure. If it really does go up and break structure in a significant way, then I would say that the 1, the 2 is over, and this is just going to keep on going up. So like I said, I am definitely looking for longs. I'm looking for nice clear breaks of structure. But a lot of this really does depend on the dollar. Like I said, if the dollar really is ending a wave B, then it really will go up, and all the dollar pairs will go down. You know, the euro, the pound, the Aussie, the Kiwi will go down. The US dollar CAD, US dollar Swiss will go up, and vice versa. But I still think there's a pretty good likelihood this move down this move up is a correction to that move down, and I still think that this is very likely ending a wave 2, and I still think it's very likely that it will go down for a wave 3. So, like I said, one last time, if anybody is interested in joining my website, I just launched my website last week, and if you want to become a member, I am in order to celebrate launching my brand new website, I am offering the membership at the lowest price that I've ever offered it at, which is $30 a month. This gets you access to all my live streams that I do, gets you access to the trading course, 35 video trading course located here on my website, gets you access to all the private channels on Discord, and gets you access to the swing trades. This is not a trade signal service, but anytime I enter a swing trade, I do tell the group that I'm entering a swing trade, and I tell the group where my stop loss is. As far as take profits go, I don't really use them because I don't want to limit my profits. But if anybody's interested, it's https://fxpipcollector.com. The link will be in the description. So I hope everybody enjoys the rest of their weekend, and definitely be cautious because we have a ton of news next week, and it is going to be a very, very eventful week. And a lot of these news events I will be live streaming for my premium members at the time of the news, and we're probably going to be taking lots of trades in this coming week to come, especially with all the news we got coming out. So, as always, have a great weekend. Have a great week to come. Definitely trade with caution, trade with proper risk management. And as always, happy trading and good luck to everybody.